Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today I wanted to talk about my Garmin watches and talk about my usual one's gotta go video. And you could probably tell already that one is already gone, and that's my 965. It actually went so quick I didn't even have a chance to make a video to talk about it, so I just kind of put something as a imposter as a placekeeper. But the 965, at first I liked it a lot, but it just kind of got old real quick and I just wasn't really jiving with it. I didn't quite like the fact that it had no flashlight. I wasn't a big fan of the AMOLED screen, to be honest. And I also didn't quite like the build quality. It just felt too kind of like smartwatch-esque. You know, it kind of looked like just like a Samsung or like a Pixel watch. It's very like, I like kind of the more rugged type of look to the watch, not the very kind of looks like a smartwatch watch. So parting ways with the 965 was fairly easy to do. I mainly got it for the AMOLED experience, to be honest. Just wanted to see if it would be something I would like, and it wasn't. So parting ways with that one was fairly easy, and I just moved a lot quicker, or sure, maybe I just moved too slow because I've been kind of busy. But these are what's been left, and obviously this is my newest one. It's really honestly all I've worn for the last 6 months now. I think I've had it, and it's been great. Really happy with this Epix watch. And let me correct myself, not Epix, Enduro. I keep wanting to say Epix because the name is Enduro. Enduro 3, I should say. So the Enduro has been great. Really impressed with the battery life on it. It really actually is the direction that I want Garmin to go, is to basically merge the Phoenix and the Instinct and the Phoenix kind of more together to create kind of that perfect watch. So I feel like they brought in the big battery, the big solar panel, so it can actually like legitimately charge off solar. So that's great. So it's actually got kind of that infinite ability to be infinitely powered off solar if you turn off some of the smart features. So that's great. But the only downside is obviously it's still a big watch. It's slightly bigger than the Instinct 2. I mean, they're very close, but I do wish it was just. That's probably my only con with the Epic or the Enduro is it's big, and it's not really a con because I knew that going into it, but it's a big watch. I actually didn't realize how big it is because it does wear pretty comfortably. These nylon straps are awesome. This is my first time I've ever tried these straps, and now that's my favorite Garmin strap are these nylon because they make the watch so much comfortable. You can get the perfect fit, adjustment. It just feels awesome. It's by far the best band for a Garmin. So it wears well, to be honest, but it wasn't until I saw a picture of myself wearing it that I realized how gigantic it really looks. It actually kind of, I saw a picture of myself like, geez, man, that's what I look like. And it looks like I'm wearing like a frying pan on my wrist. And I've got about a 7-inch wrist. And I still think it looks big. So I kind of wish, if I had some 7.5, wrist to go with it, I could probably pull it off better, but it does look big. But that's really my only con against it is just the size. Otherwise, it's perfect. It has kind of a similar build quality to the 965 because it's got the full resin body, and then just has a titanium bezel, which is totally fine for me. I know that's like a step down because the Phoenix and the Epix kind of have that whole metal back, but I really don't care about that. You don't see that, and it does make the watch slightly lighter by eliminating that, and cheaper. So it's been a great watch. That's all I really worn, to be honest. I've used this. The only time I've ever used this periodically is if I know I'm going to be doing like washing my car, getting wet, because I don't want to get these straps wet because then I got to change them. But no complaints at all. Really, really cool watch, great watch. And one of the best things about this experience and this is more the strap, is I actually wear this on my foot when I go to bed now. So I can finally get sleep at it, because for the longest time I could never track sleep data with Garmin because I had a hard time wearing their watches to bed. But now with this strap, it's so just nimble. You slip it on my foot and wear it to bed. I don't even notice it's there. So really cool from that aspect. So yeah, 6 months later, it's still a go. This is a great watch. Especially if the size doesn't bother you, then this to me is the best bang for the buck from Garmin. I'm a huge fan of the MIP displays. The AMOLED, just I don't know, I can't get behind it. Something about it, the whole wrist flicking, it just bothers me. I like to always be able just to have the watch on. You know, no gimmicks and playing with wrist flicking. So that's my preference over the AMOLED. But hey, that's, you know, everyone's going to have their own preferences. But the watch has held up well. I do have a screen protector on it, and I got a lot of hate on that video, for maybe not hate, but just a lot of feedback about people saying you don't need a screen protector, it's going to break the watch, etc. So I'm just here to tell you, you don't need it, but you want it. Okay, I know it is sapphire. Sapphire is not scratch proof; it's scratch resistant. My last time I had a sapphire watch without a screen protector was my Phoenix 6, I believe, and I scratched it. And I'm easy with these watches. I don't go rock climbing. I'm not bashing them. I mean, my Phoenix 6, the bezel was flawless, but I had a small hairline scratch on the watch. So, you know, that's just me. If I were buying these watches to keep forever, then yeah, I probably wouldn't care. But reality is I keep these watches for 6 months to a year, then I got to sell them. And if you've got a scratched crystal, your resale value is pretty much, you know, destroyed, because everyone likes to have a clean screen. So for me, spend a couple dollars on a screen protector is worth it for me, and I have never had an issue with it. I don't know why some people are saying that it's going to break the watch and Garmin doesn't recommend that you do that. Well, Garmin also doesn't recommend that you use non-Garmin straps. You know, they want you to buy theirs. So I don't really care what Garmin recommends when it comes to my watch protection. Of course, they would recommend I not wear anything so I can scratch it and then have them, you know, fix it for me. So that's just my preference. I always put screen protectors on my watches. This one has it. This one's had it since day one. That's just what I do. They're cheap. You don't notice them. They don't cause any harm, any impact to performance. So I see no reason to not put them on. And this is still the original one that I put on way back when I made the video. So it's held up really well. No like peeling or anything. So same with this one. I mean, this screen protector is still the original too. It's probably been on here for 2 years now. You know, no scratches, which I guess is good. So, but again, I don't want to take the chance because I do hold these watches. I don't hold on to these watches long enough to really damage them. I just want to trial them out. Although this one I've kept for some time, but normally I kind of will sell them and get the next new version to kind of test out. But yeah, that's it on this one. So great watch, holding up well. No complaints at all other than the size, but you know that going into it. So it's going to be a tough choice when I have to actually pick one of these. So I'm not quite there yet, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole just yet. But you know, I think part of me wants to get the Phoenix 47 millimeter just for the size issue, because again, this one's so beefy. So, and the AMOLED is thinner, so I'm kind of tempted to maybe give the AMOLED one more chance, but I don't know if I can. So we will see. But 6 months later, great watch. It's been my favorite Garmin that I've used to date. So if you're on the fence or you're thinking about the Enduro, you can't go wrong. And it's priced so well because of, I think it's cheaper just because of the plastic build versus the all metal. And honestly, it makes the watch a little bit lighter, which I think is an added bonus. So because I think on top they're identical. So I think that's what knocks off some money, is the bottom case is plastic. Anyway, that's it for my Garmin update. Love the watch, great watch, get it. If you're thinking about it, do it. And that's it. So hope you're having a good Father's Day, and I will catch you on the next one.